Who's a better coach, Kyle or DeMeco?
DeMeco.
Why?
Because he's a player's coach. He understands, and Kyle is a player's coach, and DeMeco is a better player's coach than Kyle. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the thing is that
Kyle thinks he's a player's coach.
He thinks he's a player's coach. That's why it was so easy to, when you mentioned DeMeco, if you would have mentioned Andy Reid or you would have mentioned somebody else a little more like analytical, it would have made me like pause to kind of think about how it all comes together. But when you think about DeMeco and Kyle, then you would think about players coaches, right? And then really, if you look at DeMeco, what Kyle would have on him, it's really shame on DeMeco if he doesn't have it by now, because he should be there. He was in the building, so he should know the genius. He should understand offense. So, yeah.
What's crazy about the Niners is that a lot of these players are like, Sorensen's great. It's like we're getting DeMeco back. It's like you can tell they miss DeMeco.
Yeah.
That he was more than just a defensive coordinator. He was almost like a co-head coach, and he was solely responsible for the defense, which is the Niners, which is what wins games for the 49ers, frankly. And they miss him. They miss him.
Yeah, he gave him their street cred. Like when you go in the NFL, there's certain guys that walk off the bus where an organization says, okay, they know some things. These guys just aren't talking the talk. DeMeco Ryans is one of those young players that came into the league and kind of took the league by storm with necessarily just doing exactly what he did from the first play of his career to the last. He was an automatic fit. He was born for the NFL. And having a guy like that on your staff, it not necessarily gives you the X's and O's, but he gives you that Menschkeit, like that in between, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gives you that context to be able to understand what you need to see during a game and what coaches are trying to do during games. And they miss him sorely. They miss him sorely, man.
Yeah. It's just funny how it's like, if you compared it to like a relationship, it's like, what do you like about Nick Sorensen? Oh, he really reminds me of my ex-defensive coordinator. We love that guy.
Yeah.
What's he? Oh, he's married, has kids. That sucks. But this guy's a lot like that guy.
Exactly.
Hey, Nick, can you just dress up? Can you wear DeMeco's clothes, please? Here, wear this shirt.
They did a really good job. They did a really good job at putting together this initial staff. I mean, because it's almost kind of like the 96 draft in a sense where, you don't know what you don't know until they all leave the building, right? But there were a lot of great names in this building at one time. I mean, we look back at 2010 Washington. In 10 years, you might look back at 2019 San Francisco.
True. I mean, that defensive coaching staff, too.
Yeah.
Not to mention, Mike McDaniel. Marco Bravo says Ayuk knows that they are not going to win a Super Bowl with this clown as head coach. That's why he wants to make the most money he can. Well, that was pretty harsh, Marco Bravo. But I see what you're trying to say. I think I've tried to make a similar. I never call Kyle a clown, though. I would never go that far. Because he's not. Nick Falcon says he's not. Kyle sees Cowing as 2016 Taylor Gabriel. I can see that.
I see that.
Or 2020 Travis Benjamin. He was so good. Fish and chips.
2024 Ray McLeod.
Oh, hopefully not. Rumor Kyle Shanahan installing mic cams in press box in 2024. I just operate as if they're already there. I try to be careful. Mm-hmm. Thank you, coach, for those reenactments, says Paul Newland. Oh, yeah. Centennial the Great says, Grant and coach, y'all need to clip this entire improv segment. Damn, I passed a kidney through laughing. You already know that's going to happen.